Imagine for a moment that you have everything you've ever wanted. Close your eyes and see yourself in that state of total fulfillment. How do you feel? What thoughts run through your mind? This exercise is more than just a fleeting daydream. It's the key to manifesting your desires into reality. The power of assumption is one of the most profound principles in shaping your reality. It is the understanding that whatever you consistently believe to be true about yourself, your life, and the world around you will inevitably manifest. This concept goes beyond surface-level thinking. It's not about wishful hopes or idle daydreams. It's about fully embracing the belief that what you assume to be real is already present in your life. Assumption becomes the seed that, when nurtured, grows into tangible experiences. When you assume something to be true, you are not merely entertaining a possibility. You are aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with a specific outcome. You are no longer waiting for external circumstances to change. Instead, you're shifting internally, knowing that the world will adjust to reflect your inner state. In this sense, assumption is not passive. It is an active process of mental creation. It requires you to embody the reality of your desire before there is any physical evidence of it. This is where true power lies, believing in what is yet unseen. The mind doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is imagined when fully engaged in a thought. To your subconscious, a vivid assumption is as real as an actual event. This is why assuming the feeling of already having what you desire is crucial. The assumption must be so convincing that it impresses upon your subconscious mind, which then goes to work manifesting the circumstances and conditions that will bring your assumed reality into form. Your beliefs are the foundation of your experience. Every action, every decision, every event in your life is filtered through what you assume to be true. If you assume lack, difficulty, or limitation, that will be your experience. But if you assume abundance, ease, and success, then life will unfold in alignment with those beliefs. Assumption doesn't just change how you perceive the world, it changes how the world responds to you. The energy you radiate when you assume your desires are already fulfilled attracts the circumstances that confirm your belief. This principle operates on a deep subconscious level. Your conscious mind might focus on what's missing or how far away your desires seem, but when you assume that you already possess what you want, you bypass the limitations of the conscious mind. You enter a state where the subconscious takes over, and it's the subconscious that governs the majority of your life's outcomes. Once your subconscious accepts an assumption, it begins to work behind the scenes, aligning events, people, and situations to bring your assumption into reality. The power of assumption also reveals the interconnectedness between your thoughts and the world around you. What you assume about yourself impacts every area of your life, your relationships, career, health, and finances. For example, if you assume you are unworthy of love, you will find yourself in situations that confirm this belief, whether through failed relationships or feelings of loneliness. However, if you assume that you are deeply loved and cherished, the world around you will mirror that assumption by bringing people and experiences that reflect love back to you. The challenge for many lies in maintaining the assumption despite the appearance of conflicting external circumstances. It's easy to assume abundance when life is flowing smoothly, but when difficulties arise, holding on to that assumption can feel impossible. Yet, this is where the real transformation occurs. When you persist in your assumption, even in the face of opposition, you strengthen your belief. You're sending a message to the subconscious mind that you are unwavering in your faith, and it must respond accordingly. Your life is shaped by the assumptions you make about yourself. These assumptions act as mental blueprints, and your outer world follows the design you've created. If you assume you are capable, opportunities will appear. If you assume wealth flows easily to you, resources and ideas will manifest to support that belief. The external world is a reflection of your internal assumptions, whether you are aware of it or not. Acting on the power of assumption also requires a conscious effort to release old beliefs and patterns. Often we are unaware of the limiting assumptions we've held for years, assumptions that have shaped our experiences in ways that seem beyond our control. To change your life, you must first identify these limiting beliefs and replace them with new, empowering assumptions. It is a process of mental discipline, where you consistently choose to assume the best about yourself and your life. When you harness the power of assumption, you no longer rely on external conditions to dictate how you feel or what you believe is possible. Instead, you become the creator of your reality. knowing that everything begins within. This understanding frees you from the cycle of reacting to circumstances and places you in the driver's seat of your life. You can now consciously choose what to assume and, in doing so, shape the life you desire. Every thought you think, every feeling you dwell on, and every belief you hold is an assumption in action. When you assume the best, you begin to see evidence of the best in your life. And this is the true power of assumption, the ability to mold your reality from the inside out, knowing that your beliefs create your world. Your mental state is the foundation upon which your reality is built. Every thought, emotion, and belief you hold shapes how you perceive the world, and ultimately, how the world responds to you. This principle suggests that the reality you experience is not a random collection of events or circumstances, but rather a reflection of your inner state. Your mental landscape, the thoughts you consistently entertain, determines the quality and nature of your life experiences. At its core, this idea highlights the fact that your external reality is a mirror of your internal world. If your mind is filled with fear, doubt, and scarcity, you will find that your life reflects those feelings back to you through various challenges and limitations. On the other hand, if your mind is filled with thoughts of abundance, confidence, and peace, your outer world will naturally align with those feelings, providing you with circumstances that affirm your positive mindset. The mind is powerful. Your mental state doesn't just influence how you react to the world, it actually creates the world you live in. When you operate from a place of clarity, certainty, and inner peace, your decisions, actions, and relationships begin to reflect that energy. For example, if you constantly think that life is difficult and opportunities are scarce, that belief will color how you see every situation. Even when opportunities present themselves, you might miss them or perceive them as too risky, because your mental state is rooted in lack and fear. On the flip side, when your mental state is grounded in belief, possibility, and abundance, you start seeing opportunities everywhere. Challenges become stepping stones rather than obstacles, and the same situation that once seemed impossible to overcome now feels manageable. This shift in perception is not about changing the external environment, but rather about altering your internal perspective. The key to this concept lies in understanding that your thoughts and emotions are not just passive experiences, they are creative forces. What you focus on consistently will manifest in your life in some form. This is why it is crucial to cultivate a mental state that aligns with the reality you want to experience. If your mind is in a state of peace, love, and gratitude, then those qualities will naturally flow into your life. Your relationships will improve, your work will become more fulfilling, and you will begin to notice synchronicities that seem to guide you toward your desires. Your mental state is not just about positive thinking, it is about alignment. Positive thinking alone is insufficient if it is not backed by deep belief. You must align your thoughts, feelings, and emotions with the reality you wish to create. If you desire success but inwardly feel unworthy or doubtful, your mental state will reflect that misalignment, and your reality will mirror those internal conflicts. Therefore, it is essential to cultivate a state of mind that is not only positive but also congruent with the desires you hold. In many ways, your mental state acts like a filter for how you experience the world. Two people could be in the exact same situation and have completely different experiences based on their mental states. For example, someone with a mindset of resilience will view a setback as temporary and surmountable, while someone with a mindset rooted in defeat will see the same setback as insurmountable and final. The situation itself remains unchanged. It is the mental state that defines the experience. This concept also reveals why maintaining a consistent mental state is so important. Momentary flashes of optimism or belief, while beneficial, are not enough to transform your life. It is the steady, consistent state of mind that shapes your reality over time. Just as a garden requires regular care and attention to flourish, so too does your mental state. You must consciously choose what thoughts and feelings to cultivate and what to weed out if you want to create a life that reflects your deepest desires. It's important to realize that external circumstances are often neutral. It is your mental state that assigns meaning to them. A situation that might seem devastating to one person could be a blessing in disguise for another, depending on how they choose to perceive it. This demonstrates the profound influence that your mind has over your experience. When you understand that your mental state is the lens through which you view reality, you begin to take control of that lens. You become less reactive to outside conditions and more deliberate in how you shape your inner world. The ability to shape your mental state gives you the power to shape your reality. You are not at the mercy of external circumstances. Instead, you have the ability to influence how those circumstances unfold by mastering your inner world. The process begins with awareness, becoming aware of the thoughts and emotions that dominate your mental space, and continues with conscious effort to shift your mindset toward what you want to experience. As you begin to cultivate a mental state that reflects the life you desire, you will notice that your outer world starts to shift accordingly. This transformation may begin subtly, with small changes in how you feel or how people respond to you, but over time it will become more apparent. Your life will start to align with the mental state you have consistently nurtured, and you will find that your reality truly does mirror the world within you. The principle of Feel It Now is a powerful force that shapes your reality by aligning your emotions and beliefs with the life you desire. The idea behind it is simple. You must embody the feelings of already having what you want before it physically manifests. This practice is not just about thinking positively or wishing for a better future, but about stepping into the emotional state of your desired outcome right now, as though it's already here. When you can feel the fulfillment of your desire in the present moment, you set into motion the forces that bring it into your reality. Emotions are more than just reactions. They are creative forces that influence your thoughts and actions. Your feelings are the energy behind your thoughts, and they give life to your desires. When you feel something intensely, you signal to your mind and body that this is your reality. The more vividly you can immerse yourself in the emotional experience of already having what you desire, the more quickly that reality will begin to unfold around you. This is because your mind doesn't know the difference between a real event and one that is vividly imagined. If you can truly feel as though your goal has already been achieved, your mind accepts it as fact, and your actions and circumstances will start to reflect that new reality. Feeling it now requires a deep shift in focus. Instead of placing your attention on the absence of what you want, you must focus on its presence. Often when people think about their desires, they focus on the lack of them, what they don't have, what's missing, or how far away their goals seem. This focus on lack keeps them stuck in a cycle of wanting but not receiving. When you practice feeling it now, you break that cycle by turning your attention to the feelings of already having achieved your desire. You bypass the sense of longing and replace it with a sense of fulfillment and contentment, even if your physical reality hasn't yet caught up. This practice also helps you stay aligned with your goals, no matter what external circumstances you face. Life may present challenges or situations that seem contrary to your desires, but when you feel it now, you are not swayed by these temporary appearances. Instead, you remain grounded in the emotional experience of having already received your goal. This creates a state of inner certainty, where you know that what you desire is inevitable. Your outer world may not yet reflect it, but your inner world already feels the joy, peace, or success that comes with having it. This inner certainty is magnetic. It draws the people, resources, and opportunities necessary to bring your desire into full manifestation. Feeling it now is not about faking it or pretending that everything is perfect when it isn't. It's about tapping into the genuine emotions that you would feel if your desire were already a part of your life. If you're manifesting love, feel the warmth, connection, and joy of being deeply loved. If you're manifesting financial success, feel the security, freedom, and gratitude that comes with abundance. These emotions are not abstract, they are real, and you have the ability to access them in this moment. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to summon these feelings, and the more natural it feels to live in a state of already having. Your feelings are the language through which you communicate with the universe. When you feel something now, you send out a powerful signal that this is your reality. The universe responds by aligning circumstances to match the energy you're putting out. If you feel joy, success, and abundance now, those are the experiences that will begin to manifest in your life. On the other hand, if you feel lack, fear, or frustration, you will continue to attract situations that reinforce those feelings. This is why it's essential to cultivate the emotions of your desired reality, even before you see evidence of it. The practice of feeling it now also shifts your perspective on time. When you live in the feeling of already having what you want, you no longer experience time as a barrier between you and your goal. You stop worrying about when or how it will happen because in your mind and emotions it already has. This creates a sense of peace and patience that allows you to stay in a state of trust, knowing that your desire is on its way. You are no longer waiting for something to happen in the future, you are living it in the present, which accelerates its arrival. To feel it now, you must engage all your senses. Imagine what your life would look like, sound like, and feel like if your desire were already yours. Visualize the details, but most importantly, immerse yourself in the emotional experience. If it feels difficult at first, start with small moments, perhaps the relief of a burden lifted, the excitement of a new opportunity, or the gratitude of having something you've longed for. These emotional moments build on each other and help you stay connected to the reality you're creating. Feeling it now is about becoming a vibrational match to your desire. You must align your thoughts, emotions, and energy with the reality you want to experience. The more deeply and consistently you can live in the emotional state of already having it all, the more effortlessly your outer world will conform to your inner vision. Feeling it now is not just a practice, it is a way of being that transforms your relationship with life and opens the door to limitless possibilities. Faith in the unseen is the cornerstone of creation. It is the ability to trust in something before it has physically manifested in your life. It is the inner knowing that what you desire already exists, even if you cannot yet see it with your eyes. This kind of faith transcends logic and the senses. It operates on a deeper level, where the invisible forces of belief and imagination shape your reality. Faith in the unseen means that you understand there is a higher order to how things unfold, and that even if the evidence is not yet visible, it is forming in ways that will eventually materialize. When you have faith in the unseen, you allow yourself to move beyond the limitations of the physical world. The physical world is full of appearances, distractions, and circumstances that often contradict the desires we hold within. But when you trust in the unseen, you are no longer bound by these external conditions. You see beyond them to the truth that what you believe and feel internally is far more powerful than what your eyes might tell you. This faith becomes a bridge between the current reality and the one you are in the process of creating. Many people struggle to maintain faith in the unseen because it requires them to believe in something that their physical senses cannot confirm. We are conditioned to rely on our senses, what we see, hear, touch, and experience in the external world. But true creation comes from a different realm, a place where imagination, belief, and faith shape the physical world. When you have faith in the unseen, you no longer need physical proof to feel secure. You know that your thoughts and beliefs are working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and aligning circumstances to bring your desire into form. Faith is not blind, it is a knowing. It is the confidence that you have the power to create your reality, and that the unseen forces of the universe are always working in your favor. When you plant a seed in the ground, you do not immediately see it grow. But you know with certainty that given the right conditions, it will sprout and flourish. This is how faith in the unseen operates. You plant the seeds of your desire in your mind and heart, and you trust that, even though you cannot yet see the growth, it is happening beneath the surface. Over time, your faith will bring those desires into full bloom. Faith in the unseen also requires patience and persistence. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when it feels like nothing is happening, or when external circumstances seem to be moving in the opposite direction of what you desire. But faith is about holding steady, even in those moments. It is about trusting the process and understanding that the unseen forces of creation are at work, even when the evidence is not immediately apparent. This persistence in belief keeps you aligned with your desires, allowing the unseen to eventually become seen. One of the greatest challenges with faith in the unseen is overcoming the mind's need for control and certainty. The mind often wants guarantees, visible signs, and concrete proof before it can relax into trust. But the true power of faith lies in its ability to let go of the need for immediate validation. It is about surrendering to the process and trusting that what you seek is on its way. This surrender is not about giving up or resigning yourself to fate. It is an active trust in the unseen forces that are guiding you toward your desires. Faith in the unseen is a practice, something you cultivate and strengthen over time. Each time you choose to believe in your vision, despite what the outer world may show, you build your faith muscle. Each time you trust that what you desire is already on its way, you expand your capacity to create. It's not about ignoring reality, but rather about seeing beyond it to what is possible. When you do this consistently, the unseen becomes more real to you than the physical world, because you understand that the physical is merely a reflection of your inner state. Your faith in the unseen also allows you to access a deeper sense of peace and assurance. When you trust that your desires are being fulfilled, you no longer feel the need to force things to happen or rush the process. You can relax, knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if you cannot yet see how. This trust gives you a sense of freedom, allowing you to focus on enjoying the present moment, rather than worrying about when or how your desires will manifest. You live with a sense of expectancy, not anxiety, because you know the unseen forces are working in your favor. Faith in the unseen is also deeply connected to your imagination. Your imagination is the gateway to what is possible, and through it, you can begin to experience the feelings and sensations of your desire before it physically arrives. When you imagine yourself living your dream, surrounded by the experiences you desire, you are giving life to the unseen. You are making it real in your inner world, and by doing so, you are accelerating its arrival in the outer world. Your faith in the unseen allows you to live in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even if the physical evidence has not yet appeared. Faith in the unseen is the foundation of manifestation. It is the understanding that the reality you seek already exists in potential, and that your belief is the key to bringing it into form. By holding steadfast in your faith, regardless of what the outer world may show, you align yourself with the creative forces of the universe. These forces, though unseen, are always working to bring your desires into reality, and through your unwavering faith, you allow them to do their work. Self-concept defines everything. The way you perceive yourself is the foundation upon which your entire life is built. It governs how you think, how you feel, how you interact with the world, and ultimately what you experience. Your self-concept is the mental blueprint you hold of yourself, your beliefs about who you are, what you deserve, and what is possible for you. Every thought, action, and outcome stems from this internal image. If you believe yourself to be capable, worthy, and successful, your life will reflect that. Conversely, if you hold a low opinion of yourself, believing you are limited or unworthy, that too will shape your reality. The truth is, you cannot outperform your self-concept. No matter how much effort you put into achieving your goals, if your self-concept does not align with those goals, you will continually face resistance. This is because your subconscious mind is constantly working to make your external world match the internal picture you hold of yourself. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, who is unlucky, or who cannot succeed, you will unconsciously create situations that validate those beliefs. This is why many people feel stuck in repetitive patterns. They are attempting to change their external circumstances without first changing the internal self-image that drives those circumstances. Your self-concept influences how you interpret the world around you. For example, if you see yourself as someone who is confident and capable, you will approach challenges with a mindset of growth and possibility. You will see setbacks as opportunities to learn and improve, rather than as personal failures. On the other hand, if your self-concept is rooted in self-doubt or insecurity, you are likely to view challenges as confirmation of your inadequacy. You may shy away from risks or opportunities, fearing that you will fail or that you do not deserve success. In this way, your self-concept not only shapes your behavior, but also determines how you perceive and respond to the events in your life. Changing your self-concept is the key to transforming your life. It is not enough to simply desire change or set new goals. You must become the person who naturally embodies those goals. This requires a shift in how you see yourself. To manifest new outcomes, you must first create a new self-image, one that aligns with the reality you wish to experience. If you want to attract success, abundance, love, or any other desire, you must cultivate the belief that you are worthy of those things. You must see yourself as the kind of person who naturally attracts and enjoys them. This is not about pretending to be someone you are not. It is about recognizing the power you have to redefine yourself in any moment. Your self-concept is not fixed. It is shaped by your past experiences, your environment, and the beliefs you have absorbed over time. However, just as it was formed, it can be reformed. You can consciously choose to shift your self-concept by changing the thoughts and beliefs you hold about yourself. This begins with self-awareness, recognizing the limiting beliefs that no longer serve you and replacing them with empowering ones. Affirmations, visualization, and other mental practices are powerful tools for reshaping your self-concept. By repeatedly focusing on the version of yourself that you wish to become, you train your mind to accept this new image as your reality. The importance of self-concept extends beyond individual goals and desires. It affects every area of your life, including your relationships, your career, and your overall sense of fulfillment. If your self-concept is one of abundance and worthiness, you will naturally attract relationships that reflect those qualities. You will engage with others from a place of confidence, knowing that you deserve respect, love, and appreciation. Similarly, in your career, if you see yourself as capable and deserving of success, you will be more likely to take risks, pursue opportunities, and achieve your goals. Your self-concept shapes how others perceive and respond to you, as people tend to mirror the energy and beliefs that you project. Self-concept is also deeply connected to self-worth. How you see yourself determines what you believe you deserve. If you hold yourself in high regard, you will naturally set higher standards for your life, and you will not settle for less than what you know you are worth. On the other hand, if you have a low sense of self-worth, you may find yourself accepting situations, relationships, or circumstances that do not reflect your true potential. This is why raising your self-concept is so crucial. It sets the standard for what you allow into your life. It is important to recognize that your self-concept is always influencing your reality, whether you are aware of it or not. If you are not consciously shaping your self-image, it is likely being shaped by external influences, past experiences, societal expectations, and the opinions of others. To reclaim your power, you must take an active role in defining who you are and what you are capable of. This begins with letting go of limiting beliefs and embracing a new vision of yourself, one that is aligned with your highest potential. Your self-concept is the foundation of everything you experience in life. It is the lens through which you see the world, the filter through which you interpret events, and the blueprint that shapes your reality. By elevating your self-concept, you elevate every aspect of your life. When you begin to see yourself as worthy, capable, and deserving of the best that life has to offer, you will start to attract circumstances that reflect this new self-image. You will no longer be limited by past patterns or external circumstances, because you will have become the person who naturally creates the life you desire. Everything begins and ends with how you see yourself. Imagination creates reality. This simple yet profound statement holds the key to understanding the creative power each individual possesses. Imagination is not merely a tool for daydreaming or wishful thinking. It is the very force that shapes the world around you. Everything you experience, everything that manifests in your life, begins first in the realm of imagination. Your inner vision is the blueprint for the life you live. And through the power of an imagination, you can consciously create the circumstances, events, and experiences that align with your desires. The act of imagining is a deeply creative process. When you visualize something in your mind, you are giving life to it on an energetic level. Your mind cannot distinguish between something vividly imagined and something real. This is why emotions are stirred when you daydream about future possibilities or reminisce about past events. Your imagination activates the same neural pathways as physical experience, making it a potent tool for shaping reality. By repeatedly imagining yourself in a desired situation, you begin to impress that reality onto your subconscious mind, which in turn influences your actions, beliefs, and perceptions. Imagination serves as the bridge between your current reality and the future you wish to create. Every invention, every work of art, every social or scientific breakthrough began in someone's imagination. These individuals saw a reality that did not yet exist in the physical world and, through belief and persistence, brought it into being. Similarly, your imagination allows you to see beyond the limitations of your present circumstances and access the infinite possibilities available to you. When you use your imagination intentionally, you are not constrained by what is happening in your external world. Instead, you are free to create from a place of boundless potential. The process of imagining your desires as if they are already true is a powerful technique for manifestation. When you visualize yourself living the life you desire, engaging in the activities you want to experience, and feeling the emotions that come with those achievements, you are aligning yourself with that reality. You are programming your mind to accept this vision as truth, and as a result, your thoughts, feelings, and actions begin to shift in alignment with that vision. This is how imagination creates reality, not through wishful thinking, but through the consistent practice of living mentally in the state of your fulfilled desires. Imagination also plays a crucial role in breaking free from limiting beliefs and patterns. Often people feel stuck in their circumstances because they cannot see beyond their current conditions. They believe that their past defines their future, or that they are limited by external factors such as money, education, or social status. However, imagination transcends all of these limitations. When you dare to imagine a different reality, you open yourself up to new possibilities. You begin to see that the barriers you thought were insurmountable are simply reflections of your internal beliefs, and those beliefs can be changed. Through imagination, you can redefine who you are and what is possible for you. The key to using imagination to create reality is persistence. It is not enough to merely daydream about your desires once and then return to old patterns of thought. You must consistently engage with your imagination, revisiting your desired reality again and again until it becomes as real to you as your current circumstances. This persistent focus on your vision creates a mental and emotional state that attracts the corresponding external experiences. The more vividly and frequently you imagine yourself living your desired reality, the more you shift your vibration to match that reality, and eventually it will manifest in your physical world. Imagination also connects you to the deeper truth that everything you desire already exists in potential. The universe is abundant, and all possibilities are available to you at any moment. When you imagine a specific outcome, you are simply selecting one possibility from the infinite field of potential and bringing it into your awareness. Through focused imagination, you give energy to that possibility and begin the process of materializing it. In this way, imagination is the tool by which you choose and create your desired experiences. Imagination is not bound by time. When you imagine yourself in a future situation experiencing the fulfillment of your desires, you are collapsing the timeline between your current reality and that future outcome. Your mind does not differentiate between past, present, and future. It responds to the emotional and mental states you cultivate in the present moment. By living in the feeling of your desired outcome, as if it is already true, you bring that future reality into the present. This is why imagination is so powerful. It allows you to live in the state of your wish fulfilled, regardless of what your current circumstances may suggest. The role of imagination in creating reality also highlights the importance of guarding your thoughts and mental imagery. If you allow your imagination to run unchecked, constantly focusing on fears, doubts, and worst-case scenarios, you will unintentionally create a reality that reflects those negative states. Your imagination is always at work, whether you are consciously directing it or not. Therefore, it is essential to become aware of what you are imagining and to deliberately choose thoughts and images that align with the reality you wish to experience. Imagination is the creative force behind everything you experience. It is the origin point from which all desires take shape. And by using it consciously, you can mold your reality in any way you choose. The external world is a reflection of the internal images you hold in your mind, and by changing those images, you change your life. When you understand that your imagination creates reality, you gain access to one of the most powerful tools for transformation. Through imagination, you become the creator of your own experience, shaping your world from the inside out. Detachment from doubt is a crucial aspect of manifesting your desires and bringing your dreams into reality. Doubt is the inner voice that questions your ability to achieve what you want, casting shadows over your goals and undermining your confidence. It often comes disguised as practicality, rationality, or fear, but at its core, doubt is a form of resistance that prevents you from fully embracing the belief that you can have what you desire. To detach from doubt is to release this resistance and allow your mind to be fully aligned with the certainty of your vision. Doubt thrives when we focus too heavily on the how and when of our desires. When you fixate on how something will happen, you create mental tension because you are trying to control every step of the process. This tension breeds uncertainty, as your logical mind starts to question whether things are progressing as they should, or whether it's even possible to achieve the outcome you desire. But the truth is, the how is not your concern. Your job is to hold the vision of your desired outcome, to believe in it fully, and to take inspired action when necessary. By releasing your need to control the specifics of the process, you create space for the universe to bring your desires to fruition in ways you may not even imagine. Detachment from doubt involves trusting in the unseen, knowing that just because you cannot yet perceive the manifestation of your desire in the physical world does not mean it is not happening. It is like planting a seed and trusting that, beneath the surface, it is growing, even though you cannot yet see the sprout. The manifestation process often unfolds in invisible ways long before it becomes visible to the eye. When you understand this, you can relax and detach from the impulse to question whether your desire is coming. Instead of doubting, you remain in a state of faith, trusting that everything is unfolding perfectly even when there are no outward signs of progress. Doubt also stems from the need for immediate validation. In a world that is accustomed to instant gratification, it can be difficult to hold faith in something that has not yet materialized. However, detachment requires patience and a deeper understanding of timing. Manifestation is not always instant, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Each moment you spend in doubt, questioning whether your desire is coming, you are slowing down the process, because doubt creates resistance. When you let go of the need for immediate results and trust in divine timing, you detach from the worry that it's not happening and instead remain centered in your belief that it already is. To detach from doubt is to embody the feeling of already having what you desire. Doubt can only exist in a mind that believes the goal is far off, uncertain, or unreachable. When you shift your perspective and begin to live as though your desire is already true, you eliminate the space where doubt can exist. You align yourself fully with the state of having rather than wanting. This alignment is crucial because it keeps you in vibrational harmony with your desired outcome, rather than in a state of lack or fear. Detachment does not mean indifference or lack of desire. It is not about pretending you don't care about your goal. Rather, it is about releasing the need to constantly question or chase after it. Detachment means holding your desire in your heart with confidence and ease, knowing that it is on its way to you. It's like sending out a request and trusting that it will be fulfilled without needing to check in on it constantly. When you let go of the mental chatter and emotional turbulence that doubt creates, you allow your desire to flow to you with greater ease and speed. Detachment from doubt also involves recognizing and confronting the limiting beliefs that fuel your uncertainty. Often doubt arises because of deep-seated beliefs about what is possible for you based on past experiences or societal conditioning. These beliefs act as barriers between you and your desires. By identifying these beliefs and choosing to release them, you free yourself from the patterns of doubt that keep you stuck. This is not a one-time process, but an ongoing practice of self-awareness and mental discipline. Each time a doubt surfaces, you must choose to acknowledge it, understand where it is coming from, and then consciously let it go. One powerful way to detach from doubt is to practice gratitude for what you already have and for what is coming. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance and helps to reinforce the belief that your desire is already on its way. When you express gratitude for something before it has even materialized, you send a strong message to your subconscious mind that you expect its arrival. This expectation, when paired with consistent gratitude, dissolves doubt and strengthens your belief in the certainty of your manifestation. Another aspect of detaching from doubt is learning to embrace uncertainty as part of the journey. The path to manifestation is rarely a straight line, and there will often be twists and turns that you cannot foresee. When you encounter uncertainty, it is easy to fall back into doubt and fear. But if you can learn to view uncertainty as a sign that things are shifting and moving in your favor, rather than as a reason to doubt, you will remain steady in your faith, embracing uncertainty with a sense of curiosity, and trust allows you to remain detached from the need for constant reassurance. Detachment from doubt is about surrendering control, trusting the process, and maintaining unwavering faith in your desired outcome. It is about stepping into a state of inner certainty, where you no longer question whether your desire is possible or whether you are worthy of it. You know, with every fiber of your being, that it is already yours. When you master this detachment, doubt loses its grip on you, and you move effortlessly toward the manifestation of your dreams. Daily affirmations reinforce belief by creating a consistent, positive mental environment that aligns with your desires. Affirmations are not just words, they are powerful statements that, when repeated regularly, become ingrained in your subconscious mind, transforming the way you perceive yourself and your circumstances. By practicing daily affirmations, you gradually reprogram your thoughts, replacing doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs with empowering, confident, and constructive ones. This practice is essential for shifting your inner narrative to match the reality you wish to create. The mind is highly suggestible, constantly absorbing the messages you feed it, whether consciously or unconsciously. Negative thoughts, insecurities, and doubts can take root and shape how you view your life and your potential. Over time, these thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies, influencing the actions you take and the outcomes you experience. Daily affirmations act as a counterbalance, consciously directing your mind toward the reality you want to manifest. By repeating affirmations that reflect your goals, you begin to overwrite the negative programming with new, positive beliefs. Affirmations are particularly effective because they tap into the subconscious mind, which is responsible for most of your habitual thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. The subconscious mind does not analyze or question, it simply accepts what it is repeatedly exposed to. By consistently affirming positive statements, you send a clear message to your subconscious that these new beliefs are true. Over time, your mind begins to accept them as reality, and as a result, your thoughts, emotions, and actions naturally align with these beliefs. This alignment is crucial for manifesting your desires because it ensures that your internal state matches the outcomes you seek. Daily affirmations also help to shift your focus from lack to abundance. When you focus on what you don't have or what isn't going well, you reinforce a mindset of scarcity, which attracts more of the same into your life. Affirmations, on the other hand, encourage you to focus on the positive aspects of your life and the potential for growth and success. By affirming statements such as "I am abundant, I attract opportunities," or "I am worthy of success," you train your mind to look for evidence that supports these beliefs. As a result, you become more attuned to opportunities, solutions, and experiences that reflect the abundance you are affirming. Another key aspect of daily affirmations is that they cultivate a sense of self-empowerment. Many people feel disempowered by their circumstances, believing that external factors dictate their success, happiness, or well-being. However, affirmations remind you that you have the power to shape your own reality through your thoughts and beliefs. by affirming statements such as "I am in control of my destiny," or "I create my own success." You reinforce the idea that you are the creator of your life, and that your thoughts and actions determine your outcomes. This sense of empowerment encourages you to take ownership of your choices and to act in ways that align with your highest aspirations. Daily affirmations also serve as a tool for building resilience in the face of challenges. Life inevitably presents obstacles, setbacks, and disappointments, and during these times it is easy to fall back into negative thinking patterns. However, when you have a consistent practice of affirming positive beliefs, you are better equipped to navigate these challenges with confidence and optimism. Affirmations such as "I overcome challenges with ease," or "I am resilient and strong," remind you of your inner strength and ability to persevere. By reinforcing these beliefs daily, you cultivate a mindset that views challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than as insurmountable barriers. Affirmations are a powerful tool for enhancing self-esteem and self-worth. Many people struggle with feelings of inadequacy or unworthiness, which can hold them back from pursuing their goals or fully embracing their potential. Affirmations that focus on self-love, worthiness, and confidence can help to shift this inner dialogue. Statements like "I am worthy of love and success," or "I am confident in my abilities," slowly dismantle the negative beliefs that have been ingrained over time. As you continue to affirm these positive truths, you begin to internalize them, and your sense of self-worth naturally increases. This boost in self-esteem empowers you to take bold action toward your goals, knowing that you are deserving of success and happiness. The repetition of daily affirmations also fosters consistency in your personal growth journey. Personal transformation is not an overnight process. It requires sustained effort and commitment. Affirmations provide a simple, yet effective way to maintain a daily practice of self-improvement. By dedicating a few moments each day to affirm your goals and desires, you ensure that your mind stays focused on the vision you are working toward. This consistent reinforcement helps to build momentum, gradually shifting your beliefs and behaviors in alignment with your desired outcomes. One of the most profound effects of daily affirmations is that they reshape your self-concept, that the way you see yourself influences every aspect of your life, from your relationships to your career to your overall happiness. If you see yourself as limited, unworthy, or incapable, you will unconsciously act in ways that reinforce that identity. However, by using affirmations to craft a new self-image, one that is confident, capable, and empowered, you begin to act in alignment with this new identity. As your self-concept evolves, so does your reality. You attract experiences, opportunities, and relationships that reflect the person you are becoming through your affirmations. Daily affirmations reinforce belief by aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality you wish to create. Through consistent repetition, they reprogram your subconscious mind, shifting your focus from lack to abundance, empowering you to take control of your life, and building resilience and self-worth. By shaping your self-concept and maintaining a consistent practice of positive reinforcement, affirmations help you to manifest the life you desire, transforming your inner dialogue and ultimately your external reality. Action from abundance is a mindset that fundamentally shifts the way you approach life and the decisions you make. It is about acting from a place of knowing that you already have everything you need, rather than operating from lack or fear of not having enough. When you act from abundance, your actions are driven by confidence, creativity, and an inner sense of fulfillment. This mindset leads to more purposeful and aligned choices because your actions are not dictated by scarcity or desperation, but by the belief that there is always more than enough to support you. In life, many people take action from a mindset of scarcity. They focus on what they don't have, what they lack, or what might go wrong. This creates a cycle of fear-based decisions where every move is about protecting themselves from loss or failure. When you act from scarcity, you become overly cautious, hesitant, or reactive. Instead of taking bold steps toward your goals, you may settle for less or compromise your true desires, believing that opportunities are limited or that you're not deserving of more. Scarcity breeds fear, and fear limits your ability to see the full range of possibilities available to you. Shifting to a mindset of abundance, however, transforms this entire dynamic. When you operate from abundance, you understand that the universe is constantly expanding, that opportunities are limitless, and that there is more than enough for everyone. This belief allows you to make decisions that are expansive rather than restrictive. You begin to see possibilities where others see obstacles, and you take action from a place of trust and certainty, knowing that your desires will be met because you are aligning with the energy of abundance. This shift empowers you to move forward with confidence, making choices that reflect your highest potential. Action from abundance is also closely tied to your self-worth. When you believe that you are worthy of abundance, you naturally act in ways that reflect this belief. You no longer settle for less than you deserve, and you pursue your goals with the conviction that they are within your reach. You stop chasing after things out of fear of missing out and start attracting them to you because you know that you are inherently deserving of success, love, and fulfillment. This inner sense of worth allows you to act with greater boldness and creativity, taking risks that others might avoid because they are stuck in a mindset of scarcity. When you take action from abundance, you are not driven by the fear of loss, but by the excitement of growth. This shift in motivation is crucial because it changes the energy behind your actions. Instead of acting out of a need to avoid failure or to cling to what little you have, you act from a place of expansion, curiosity, and joy. This creates a powerful momentum that propels you toward your goals with greater ease and flow. You begin to trust the process of life, knowing that even if things don't unfold exactly as planned, you are still supported by the abundance of the universe. Action from abundance also changes the way you interact with others. In a scarcity mindset, people often view life as a zero-sum game, where one person's gain is another person's loss. This can lead to competition, envy, and a sense of separation. However, when you act from abundance, you understand that there is more than enough for everyone. You are able to celebrate the success of others, knowing that their achievements do not diminish your own potential. This creates a spirit of collaboration and generosity, where you are more inclined to share your knowledge, resources, and opportunities with others, knowing that giving does not deplete your own abundance, but actually amplifies it. Action from abundance fosters creativity and innovation. When you are not constrained by the fear of lack, you allow yourself to think bigger and take more creative risks. You begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than threats to your security. This expansive mindset opens up new avenues for success that you may not have considered if you were operating from scarcity. It encourages you to step outside of your comfort zone, try new things, and approach problems with a fresh perspective. The belief in abundance fuels your creativity because it removes the limitations that scarcity imposes on your thinking. Acting from abundance also involves trusting in the timing of your desires. When you operate from a scarcity mindset, there is often a sense of urgency or impatience, as though you must grab onto opportunities before they disappear. This can lead to hasty decisions or actions that are not fully aligned with your true desires. However, when you act from abundance, you trust that what is meant for you will come in the right time and in the right way. This patience allows you to make more thoughtful, intentional choices, rather than acting out of fear or desperation. You understand that abundance is always available to you, and there is no need to rush or force things to happen. Another key aspect of acting from abundance is the ability to let go of attachment to specific outcomes. When you believe in abundance, you are not overly fixated on how things must unfold. You trust that, regardless of the outcome, you will always be provided for and supported. This detachment allows you to take action with greater freedom and less anxiety, because you are not tied to a particular result. You know that, even if things don't go exactly as planned, there are always other opportunities available to you. This mindset of non-attachment creates a sense of peace and confidence, allowing you to move forward without the weight of fear or doubt. Action from abundance is about aligning yourself with the flow of life, trusting that you are always supported, and knowing that there is more than enough for you and everyone else. It's a mindset that frees you from the limitations of scarcity and empowers you to make decisions that reflect your highest potential. By acting from abundance, you step into a state of expansion, creativity, and possibility, where your actions are guided by trust, confidence, and the unwavering belief that you are worthy of all the good that life has to offer. Gratitude as confirmation is a powerful concept that emphasizes the role of appreciation in manifesting your desires and reinforcing positive beliefs about your life. When you express gratitude, you not only acknowledge the abundance already present in your life, but you also affirm your connection to that abundance. This practice serves as a confirmation of the good you have received and the good you believe is still to come. By adopting a mindset of gratitude, you create a positive feedback loop that enhances your overall well-being and aligns your energy with your aspirations. At its core, gratitude is about recognition and acknowledgement. It invites you to pause and reflect on what you have rather than what you lack. This shift in perspective is crucial because it alters your emotional and mental state. When you focus on gratitude, you elevate your vibration and open yourself to receiving more of what you desire. This practice acts as a confirmation that you are in alignment with abundance, signaling to the universe that you appreciate what you have and are ready for more. Gratitude creates a magnetic force that attracts similar experiences into your life. When you express gratitude, whether through journaling, meditation, or simply taking a moment to appreciate the good around you, you are reinforcing a positive narrative in your mind. This narrative counters feelings of scarcity or lack, which can lead to anxiety and stress. By acknowledging the positive aspects of your life, you foster a sense of contentment and fulfillment. This emotional state not only enhances your mental health, but also positions you to take inspired actions that align with your goals. When you feel grateful, you are more likely to make decisions that reflect your highest aspirations and desires. Gratitude as confirmation also influences the way you perceive challenges and setbacks. In a scarcity mindset, obstacles can feel insurmountable, leading to frustration and discouragement. However, when you approach life with gratitude, you begin to view challenges as opportunities for growth. This perspective shift allows you to appreciate the lessons embedded in difficult situations. By confirming your belief in your ability to overcome obstacles, you cultivate resilience and adaptability. This mindset helps you navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease, knowing that every experience contributes to your overall journey. Moreover, gratitude enhances your relationships and social connections. When you express appreciation for others, you strengthen your bonds and foster a sense of community. This positive interaction not only uplifts those around you, but also enriches your own life. By confirming your appreciation for others, you create an environment of mutual support and encouragement. This supportive network amplifies your feelings of gratitude and reinforces your connection to abundance. As your relationships deepen, you cultivate a sense of belonging and fulfillment that aligns with your desires. Incorporating gratitude into your daily routine can profoundly impact your mindset and manifesting abilities. By setting aside time each day to reflect on what you are thankful for, you create a habit of positivity. This practice serves as a reminder of the abundance already present in your life, reinforcing your belief that more good is on its way. Gratitude journals, where you write down your blessings and positive experiences, can be especially effective. This written confirmation not only solidifies your appreciation, but also provides a tangible record of your journey, allowing you to revisit and reflect on your growth over time. Expressing gratitude for your future desires can be a powerful manifestation tool. By acting as if you already possess what you want, you reinforce the belief that it is indeed possible. This proactive approach to gratitude allows you to visualize your goals while confirming your readiness to receive them. For instance, if you desire a fulfilling career, You might express gratitude for the opportunities and experiences that are already leading you in that direction. This practice aligns your energy with your aspirations and confirms your belief that success is not just a possibility but a certainty. Gratitude also enhances your ability to remain present and mindful. In our fast-paced world, it is easy to get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Practicing gratitude grounds you in the present moment, encouraging you to fully appreciate your current experiences. This mindfulness not only enhances your well-being but also amplifies your ability to attract positive experiences. When you are fully present, you are more attuned to the signs and synchronicities that the universe provides, guiding you toward your goals. Gratitude can help you release negative emotions and limiting beliefs. Holding on to resentment, anger, or fear can block your ability to receive abundance. By consciously practicing gratitude, you create space for healing and transformation. Acknowledging what you are thankful for allows you to let go of negativity and fosters a sense of peace. This emotional release is crucial for maintaining a high vibration, which is essential for attracting your desires. Gratitude serves as a powerful confirmation of your beliefs, desires, and connection to abundance. By recognizing and appreciating the good in your life, you elevate your mindset and align your energy with your aspirations. This practice not only enhances your overall being, but also transforms your ability to manifest your desires. Through gratitude, you create a positive feedback loop that reinforces your connection to abundance, enabling you to live a life filled with joy, fulfillment, and possibility. Embracing gratitude as a daily practice allows you to confirm the beauty and richness of your life, setting the stage for even greater blessings to come. In conclusion, acting as if you have it all is not merely a motivational phrase, it is a transformative mindset that can reshape your reality. By embracing the power of assumption, nurturing a mental state that shapes your experiences, and practicing gratitude as a confirmation of your abundance, you can create a life filled with fulfillment and joy. When you feel the emotions associated with your desires now, you align yourself with the frequency of what you wish to attract. Faith in the unseen allows you to trust in the process, while your self-concept serves as the foundation for your achievements. Imagination becomes a powerful tool, enabling you to visualize the life you desire and manifest it into reality. Detaching from doubt empowers you to take bold actions driven by abundance rather than fear, while daily affirmations reinforce your belief in your capabilities. Each step you take from this place of abundance attracts further opportunities, creating a cycle of positivity and growth. Remember, the journey of manifestation is a practice of aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the life you wish to create. By adopting these principles, you not only enhance your own life, but also inspire those around you to pursue their dreams. Trust in your ability to manifest what you desire, and take each step with the confidence that you are worthy of all the good life has to offer.